We have the New York Jets, who traded down, selecting at number 59, and finally taking Denzel Mims, who was on the board a lot longer than most thought. In his final 3 years at Baylor, Denzel Mims was a model of consistency for the Bears, who had a nose for finding the end zone.
Makes the handoff to Hasty. He's going deep right side for Mims. He's got it.
The former track and field star in high school predictably tore up the NFL Combine and ran a sub-4 440. Mims does some of his best work inside the 20 and is very proficient in tracking 50-50 balls. Mims is a dynamic playmaking threat with the size, the speed, and the skill to be a success in the National Football League. We were talking with Todd Furman before round 2 began. Denzel Mims from William Hill Sportsbook was the favorite to be the first player taken at 3-1, and it's taken almost all the way to the end of the second round. Is it just because he's so raw?
No, I mean, I think there's just always a difference. I think we're always surprised because, you know, what happens doesn't match what the draft gurus and guys like Ryan Wilson think is going to happen. I mean, teams have their own visions of who they think is the best pick. I love this pick for the Jets. I think it's an outstanding game plan. They've got to give Sam Darnold some protection up front with Mekhi Becton. You knew they needed to add a weapon. I think there were a lot of Jets fans that were upset they didn't take a wide receiver in the first round, and yet they still got a guy that a lot of guys, people considered a first-round talent. He's tall. He can absolutely blaze with a sub-4 440. He's got great hands. This is an outstanding selection for the Jets, especially where they got him.
Pete Prisco, outstanding in your book would be an A. Is it an A grade?
It's not an A grade, but it's a B+. It's close. I think this is a great pick for the Jets. They need to get a weapon who can stretch the field, and this kid can stretch the field. Some people have likened it to Josh Gordon. Now, I don't see that comparison. Maybe it's because he came from the same school, but this kid can run. I like the pick by the Jets. They have to get more weapons.
All right, let's go over to Amanda Guerra with more on the fantasy side of things for the New York Jets, taking Denzel Mims here in the second round.
All right, for that, we're going to bring in Dave Richard. Dave, I was texting with Jamie Eisenberg, and I know he is very excited about this. He said, happy Jamie. How do you feel about this one?
Happy Dave. Listen, he's in line to get over 100 targets, and a lot of receivers were taken in round 2 that don't have that opportunity. He's going to replace Robbie Anderson as the deep ball threat for the Jets. He's got good speed, but I think he's a physical receiver as well, and maybe that's where the comparisons to Josh Gordon come into play with Denzel Mims. He should be able to get on the field right away. If not, then something's gone terribly wrong in New York. It's a Jets team that's going to throw a lot because they're going to trail in a lot of games, and because they don't have a lot of other targets, you could see Denzel Mims get over 100 this year. Good late-round pick in fantasy.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.